What do you need to know if you're heading to check out a house during an open house? Ron James has the answers.
Hi, welcome to About the House on Real Life. I'm Ron James, Real Estate's Most Wanted. What's quickly becoming a tradition on the weekends are open houses. I'm assuming that we grab the newspaper, a big coffee, start circling the places that we want to see. Today, what I want to do is give you a perspective from a realtor's point of view of how I look at open houses. Let's go inside and I'll show you some helpful hints if you're a buyer looking at open houses. Okay, so you're a home buyer and you're out on an open house tour. You've circled the newspaper, you've got a couple ideas of where you want to go, and you've shown up at your first open house. Here's some of my helpful hints for you. Because it is an open house, feel free just to open the door and walk in. If you feel a little uncomfortable, just a little knock on the door and come on in. They're expecting you. After we've taken off our shoes, why don't we walk right in and meet the realtor? Some of the things that I usually kind of suggest people bring with them on their tour is perhaps a tape measure, notepad, pen, even possibly a camera or their camera phone. But just make sure that you're checking with the real estate agent in the house that you can take pictures. Some sellers are a little sensitive to that. Most of the realtors that you'll meet in here are looking to show you this property. One of the first things they ask you to do is possibly sign in on a sign-in sheet or something like this ballot here. And it asks for name, telephone number, etc. There's always a checkbox on here for the Privacy Act. We have that now in Canada, unlike the United States where possibly they would ask you for a driver's license, and they do check this. So we've now asked them to sign in, and you will find that most real estate agents will have on hand an information sheet, sometimes called a feature sheet. And that really is highlighting price, any of the special features of the house, etc. As a reference piece, you might want to look at the DVD of the property. This is actually a narrated movie where it actually highlights the property, showcasing it for you to remember this property when you're kind of considering what options you have. This is great to show mom and dad when you're considering your first home. Some of the things you might want to look at when you're touring through the house are measurements. First, if you have a large dining room suite, it's important to measure which wall would actually work best for the dining room suite to kind of go against. That also applies to the master bedroom. Will your your master bedroom furniture fit in that room? Please check things like storage. And that's really simple, of opening some closets, opening some cabinets, opening the drawers. Right? They expect you to do this. You're having a look to see if your stuff is going to fit in this house. Feel free also to check any of the water pressure by running the taps.